among the dumbest people on television. And it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth.
And what you just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well.
Blake Lively's Hollywood drama just took a wild turn, and Joe Rogan is roasting her for it as it ends with us. Director Justin Baldoni hits Lively with a $400 million defamation lawsuit. Rogan didn't hold back mocking her and Ryan Reynolds for getting involved, but was Rogan just joking, or does he know something the public doesn't? The tea is piping hot, so let's dive right in. In this entire situation surrounding Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds, it has quickly escalated into one of Hollywood's most shocking legal battles. What started as behind-the-scenes creative disputes over it ending with us has now morphed into a $400 million defamation lawsuit, alleged power struggles, and even celebrity allies taking sides. Justin Baldoni, known for Jane the Virgin and directing It Ends With Us, filed a massive defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively, accusing her of fabricating misconduct allegations to tarnish his reputation, according to Baldoni. Lively wanted more control over the film's production and allegedly took extreme measures to push him out. However, leaked text messages have complicated the narrative. Early exchanges between Baldoni and Lively allegedly show him praising her, script changes and expressing excitement about her vision for the film. This has led some to question whether his lawsuit is an act of revenge following a falling out, or if there is a larger story being concealed.
It is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
Yes.
it is a rabies and
Another layer to the drama, Baldoni also claims that Taylor Swift, one of Blake Lively's closest friends, influenced the situation. He alleges that Swift played a role in pressuring him to accept Lively's script revisions, further fueling speculation about the true nature of their feud.
I'm sure her name meant something with we're gonna leave, and Taylor Swift is the godmother to all of our children. A small man who got jealous, came to set, got jealous, and is essentially trying to destroy the movie, blacklisted from Hollywood using his A-list contacts. Ryan Reynolds allegedly screamed in Justin Baldoni's face at his apartment. Despite this, Ryan Reynolds injected himself and brought his A-list friends in the form of Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. He's very clearly taking a jab at Justin Baldoni. Listen to what he says.
No. It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife.
So I saw you posing a photo with Mrs. Reynolds, and I'm sorry, what do you call her? Do you guys have a nickname or
No.
something? Okay, no, just so this is okay.
And the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband and me as his best mate.
Holy sh**.
What the hell are you doing messing with my best buddy's wife?
Ryan Reynolds, this is his thing. He's the Taylor Swift of the movie industry. When he gets upset with somebody, he puts them into a...
Blake Lively is at the center of the lawsuit. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, has not remained silent. Reports suggest Reynolds has been actively supporting Lively behind the scenes, using his industry influence to challenge Baldwin's credibility. Insiders claim that Reynolds has been making calls, speaking with producers, and trying to ensure Lively maintains creative control over it, ending with us. This intervention has sparked debates over whether Reynolds is merely being a supportive husband or if he's overstepping into Hollywood power dynamics. Some critics argue that he and Lively have become too controlling in the industry, believing they can dictate how projects unfold just when things couldn't get any more chaotic. Joe Rogan allegedly weighed in on the Joe Rogan Experience, never one to hold back. Rogan openly mocked the lawsuit, calling it an example of Hollywood elite drama and suggesting that all parties involved were acting entitled. He specifically called out Ryan Reynolds, questioning why he was so deeply involved in what should have been Lively's own battle. Why does Ryan Reynolds care so much? Rogan asked, bro, let your wife fight her own battles. Rogan then turned his attention to Baldwin's staggering lawsuit. The podcast host seemed amused by the $400 million figure, questioning Baldwin's Hollywood status. Justin Baldoni is suing for $400 million. What the hell does he even do? I barely know this guy. Rogan laughed.
Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just so silly to say. It's not a wealth.
But the discussion didn't stop there. Rogan continued to roast Reynolds, accusing him of trying to control Hollywood alongside Lively. It's like they think they can just dictate what happens in the industry, so Rogan remarked he suggested that Lively and Reynolds may have finally picked the wrong fight, as Balin's lawsuit is now drawing serious legal attention.
We've come across evidence that shows that even her own representatives knew that she was threatening and mean and tough and wanted to get her way. This is not something that we wanted out there. It's not something that Justin wanted out there. In fact, it hurts the movie. It doesn't help the movie.
My favorite part of what I've read of this suit so far is that Blake Lively did not even read the book that the movie was based on. Correct. And we're not talking War and Peace. This is a book that's probably written at a second grade reading.
For years, Ryan Reynolds has been seen as Hollywood's funny guy, the quick-witted, charismatic actor who never takes himself too seriously, but according to Rogue, that's just an act. Ryan Reynolds hides behind humor, he claimed, but behind the scenes, he's just as cutthroat as the rest of them. Rogan even brought up disturbing past stories about Reynolds, particularly during the filming of the Amityville Horror. While the movie itself wasn't exactly a masterpiece, behind the scenes, it seems things got even darker, according to resurfaced reports. Reynolds allegedly slapped a young co-star as part of on-set improvisation, something that even he later admitted may have been inappropriate. But that wasn't the only thing people found unsettling in an old interview. Reynolds stated that he purposely distanced himself from child actors to stay in character, claiming it made his performance better. Fans at the time dismissed it as a method acting quirk, but with everything going on now, people are starting to question if Ryan Reynolds' image is really as squeaky clean as he makes it seem.
Your wife posted something on Instagram and she wrote this. Last week I left my kids for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Look, she looked very happy. Yeah, she did. So were you with the 4 kids?
I was with the 4 kids.
How was that?
Single dad. I'm a Reba McEntire song. Single dad, doing it, just doing it for them, right? Took them all to the park, told them mommy left when they were young. Surprisingly, you get a lot of action that way. We had a good time. No one died. It was nice.
That was good.
And 4 kids, it's just you just surrender, right?
You just have to surrender.
24/7. You surrender. When we had our 4th, I was so happy because I always wanted to make sure that we always had someone on hand to give me strep throat. And now we're covered.
It's rolling sickness.
There's just never a healthy, a full clean slate health.
But while Joe Rogan was taking shots at Reynolds, the real drama was still unfolding behind the scenes, because now rumors are circulating that this lawsuit isn't just about a movie. It's about a secret connection between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Reports suggest that during the filming of It Ends With Us, the two developed an unexpected chemistry that may have made Ryan Reynolds uncomfortable. While there's no concrete proof of an affair, insiders claim that Baldoni and Lively exchanged flirty text messages, some of which are now at risk of being exposed in court, and if that happens, it could change the entire narrative of this case. Did Blake have feelings for Baldoni? And could that be the real reason why Ryan Reynolds got so involved? Because according to some sources, Reynolds wasn't just supporting his wife. He was actively trying to destroy Baldwin's career.
And they score again.
My nose is so big.
Multiple reports claim that Ryan personally confronted Baldoni in front of executives, berating him over the lawsuit and allegedly calling in Hollywood heavyweight Hugh Jackman to back him up. One leaked clip from an old interview even appears to show Jackman mocking Baldoni while talking to Ryan. No, it's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife, Jackman joked, throwing what some believe was a subtle dig at Baldoni. And then there are the blacklisting accusations.
What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie, but, he's used it, on Deadpool and to make fun of Justin Baldoni.
And there's a question about whether he was taking a shot at Justin. Here's the clip.
Sorry about that. Come here, girl. Who are you? Oh, Deadpool. And I guess you're a Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool. Oh my goodness, wait till you see Lady Pool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and can't even tell. I
wife is sexually harassed, you don't make fun of Justin Baldoni. You don't make fun of the situation. You take it very seriously.
In a bold statement, Baldwin's attorney accused the Lively Reynolds team of doing everything they can to suppress the truth, insisting that his client has been unfairly vilified, blacklisted, and painted as the villain in this unfolding saga. According to sources close to the case, Baldwin's team is sitting on hundreds of pages of internal emails, text exchanges, and behind-the-scenes correspondence that could not only expose Blake Lively's alleged manipulation of the film's production, but also reveal the extent of Ryan Reynolds' influence in Hollywood. If this evidence is as explosive as they claim, it could shatter the Lively Reynolds brand overnight for years. Blake and Ryan have been seen as one of Hollywood's most beloved power couples, glamorous, untouchable, and adored by the industry. But now that image is cracking under the weight of scandal. If Baldoni's team truly has evidence that Blake manipulated the situation, or worse, that Ryan used his influence to silence Baldoni and blacklist him from future projects, it could mean serious legal consequences and a devastating blow to their Hollywood careers.